Hi all, right, straight back with more Fields of Fire Normandy campaign. This is going to be my second part for today, and it's still quite early, so I might get this one and maybe another one, we shall see. This is the Normandy campaign, still mission 4, Hill 192 offensive, and it's my part 6 of the playthrough. I say just come straight back, just putting part 5 together. We're just about to start game turn 4. Yeah, I think things went a wee bit better there. There's still a lot going on, isn't there? It's a bit scary when you look at it, like, and then you're not on top of what's all going on and what to do. Well, the good part is I think this has become a paralysed team, isn't it? So now I feel that we can comfortably now move up here, and then and it looks like, well, there is risk with moving this up as well, because as we've seen, that shift fire can happen. So that's a worry there. But then this took a little bit of a hit as well. Paralysed team in there as well. And we could move this up here and put some artillery fire in that bunker. I think we tried it already, didn't we? Because we can actually fire it from there. Can't we? We can call it in from there, and we didn't succeed. However, right, we're jumping ahead of things. Let's just go. Friendly higher HQ event. Is there one? There is. Okay. Let's see what we could be getting here then. I don't know if I've had one in this. Yeah, I think we've had one. Yeah, I think it ended up being the one that we had to push forward. Actually, yeah, we've got an event saved, haven't we? You know what I need to do though is put at the top what I'm doing. This is mission 4, isn't it? Mission 4. Just so I don't get muddled up. But we done the battalion was screaming for action. You must move forward this turn. We did that. It might not have been last turn. Might have been the turn before. Yeah, I think it was the turn before. Although it might have been last turn. No, I think the turn before. But we have done that. So we've got one event saved there. So let's just to remind us at the end to get a point. Right, so we're drawing a 10 on this. We get a 4, which is okay. This is different. Checking up. Doesn't sound good. Randomly select one higher HQ staff to appear. Oh no, this is good. This is the battalion HQ. Yeah, well, we have had this before. So randomly select one higher HQ staff to appear automatically at COHQ for 2 turns. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It didn't work out great the other time that we did it, did we? Now, I'm not really sure about the point of randomising these, because I don't think one does what the other doesn't. I don't know. I suppose we should draw a card. That's how you randomise. So I'll go a 1, a 2 and a 3 then. Whether they could take a hit and maybe get a casualty result somehow, and it might affect things, but I don't think there's any talk about these apart from in this situation when they come on the map. I might be wrong. Right, so anyway, 1, 2 and a 3. We will randomise them because it says we have to do that. Number 2. Right, so we're getting the regimental brigade commander, I guess. So he's coming in beside the COHQ. I'll just take these out of there for a moment. Yeah, so he's coming down beside the COHQ. Just shimmy that up there a little bit and put him in there. And just coming to check in on things. So we get... He's there for 2 turns. So turn 4 and turn 5. So I'm just going to put 2 little cubes on the turn track there, 4 and 5. Just as a little reminder that once I go into turn 6, then he's going to be away. Well, he should go away in maybe the clean-up phase of turn 5, I think, something like that. But yeah, the thing is, I know when I played before, this was really good, but I get the feeling I might have been playing something wrong with this. We'll see how it goes this time. So that's going to be a slight difference to us moving on now. And with that, I mean that we are in 3.3.1, the activation segment, we are in the BN HQ impulse, and the BN HQ is on the map. So we're not looking at it. Normally you look at the first one. If the BN HQ is not on the map, activate the COHQ. However, different. If the BN HQ is on the map, give it the maximum number of commands, 6 in daylight, 4 in limited visibility, and expend them on units 4.2. BN HQ does not save commands. So, how did I do it the last time? Did I use one of the other counters? I think what I've done was use one of the other counters and just gave it 6 commands there, like that. Yeah, so he's got 6 commands. And basically he can now use them. He'll use them to activate the COHQ. Now he can't activate anything else, though, innit? Let us find this bit, because there's a nice wee bit in the rulebook that shows you this, that Andrew pointed out to me, I think. Well, let's look at 3.3.1 in the rulebook maybe first. Yeah, well, it wasn't 3.3.1. It's basically that just tells you the same in the rulebook. It's this bit here. So it's under command and control on page 18, under 4.1 commands. And there's what everybody can do. So that's what the type is, that's what it can activate, and that's what it can give orders besides activate to. So the BNHQ, it can activate the COHQ, and the wee asterisk tells us that while off map can only activate the COHQ if it is in communication on the BN TAC network. Which, as long as the COHQ has got the BN TAC network and he's in communication with the battalion HQ. But this time he's on the map, so he can only activate the COHQ. So, but then he can give other orders to any other unit. And I think this is where I was making this mistake in the past. I think I thought that the BNHQ could activate the COHQ and all the other staff and platoons. So you can imagine that obviously that then made it much better. Anyway, so he can only activate the COHQ, but he can give other orders. So I'm not that sure that it's going to have an amazing effect right here, but we shall see. Yeah, because he's down here. So, well, he's going to one command to activate the COHQ. So it goes down to 5 and we activate the COHQ. So before we move on to the next impulse and carry out the activation in the COHQ impulse, then we can spend 5 more commands doing something here. But we can't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're 1 short. You know, we can't platoon move. I'll tell you what we could do though. Is there any point doing the infiltrate thing? I suppose you should always infiltrate if you can, eh? It just feels like it's more work. But maybe that's the wrong way of looking at it, isn't it? See, I mean, here's the other thing that I want to kind of consider. Why don't we move the regimental commander, battalion, BDA, brigade, that must be, regimental brigade commander, why don't we move him up here? And then get him to maybe, like, unpin some of this stuff. Doesn't look like there's any danger in there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give him a command to move the 1-1 heavy machine gun up, because it cannot infiltrate up into here. So that's am I? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So give him one command to do that. He's got 4 left. Then I might as well try and infiltrate him. So he's going to attempt to infiltrate. And I mean, I think he can do all this. I think I looked at this before. I mean, attempt to infiltrate adjacent card. Any good order unit not marked as exposed and that does not have an A and an arrow symbol Yeah, or I mean, even if I wanted to move him, any good order units. I mean, he's a good order unit, I think. I don't think there's a problem with that. So we're going to attempt to infiltrate. Now, what is he? He's got to be a veteran, surely. Well, no, maybe not. I don't know. Which then makes me think, can you really do this, Grant? Well, I need to find out about the battalion HQs. Higher command. Occasionally, superiors may appear on a mission at the higher HQ level, or the regiment or brigade commander, battalion. Yeah, but I need to know a bit more than that about them. Right, hang on. Right, I'm not so sure. It kind of worries me and makes me wonder if I can do things like that. I mean, it does say I can give orders to other units and whatever, and I'm going to say because it's not part of anything that is line quality then, because it's like, I mean, it's not even got, in the mission log here, the battalion HQ and what sort of experience level it is or whatever. So I think we'll just leave it at line quality. And yeah, I mean, well, I'm going to do this, and if I'm getting this wrong somewhere, and maybe he can't be doing any of this nonsense, then somebody will point me out, straighten me out. No doubt Andrew will come and tell me, no, you can't do that, Grant. So I had 6 points to start with. I activated the COHQ for 5. I spent 1 more to attempt to infiltrate. I'm going to draw 2 cards to infiltrate onto the card. Oh no, hang on. I sent the heavy machine gun forward. So I started with 6. 1 to activate the COHQ. 1 to move the heavy machine gun team. No. Yeah, 1 to move the heavy machine gun team. That takes me down to 4. That heavy machine gun team should be exposed though. And then 1 to attempt to infiltrate himself onto the card. And we're just going to see his line quality. So we're going to draw 2 cards for infiltrate. That's a no. That's a reshuffle. And that's a no. Right, so he's going to be exposed as well. And we shall... Oops. Reshuffle the deck. Give me a sec. Right, sorry, I was away for a little bit there. So we got that guy moved up. Well, he's exposed as well because he failed to... I cannot put them together. No, I won't. I'll keep them separate just now. So he's got 3 commands left. And I was going to try and remove the pin markers, try and rally some of this with the 3 commands. But I was thinking, why not cease fire first? This is just a paralysed team. Oh no, hang on, that doesn't work though, does it? Because we'll cease fire, but we'll open fire up again. They'll keep firing. It's just obviously I'm going to have to draw for the rally attempt because there's a VOF on it. Oh well, that's fine. So let's try and... Yeah, because what is this first platoon? No, it's a squad from 2nd platoon, a squad from 3rd platoon that's been eliminated. Okay, what do we want to rally out of this? Oh, that's just a water team. That's an assault team. Well, maybe try and get the water team to be back to something, maybe. Right, okay. Well, or both, to be honest. Right, I'm going to spend 1 more. He's got 2 more commands. And I'm going to attempt to rally the water team. I'm going to try and attempt to rally a pinned unit. I'm going to attempt to remove a pinned marker. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to attempt to remove the pin marker from the water team. Okay, and we have to do this because there's a VOF in the card. There's a 2-card draw. Again, I'm just going to say that he's lying. I mean, I don't know. There's nowhere I've read in which, like I say, it does worry me a little, and maybe I'm not allowed to do any of this stuff. But it does say you can do things to other units. It does say, what was the words that it said? Can give other orders to any unit. And it's just the same as the COHQ doing it, or a platoon HQ doing it. You know, with certain exceptions, because the platoon HQ can only do it to its platoon. And right, so 2-card draw, we're going to go for this. So to attempt, I'm looking for rally. There we go, good. So, oops, give a grant. So we get the pin marker off the litter team, and he's got 2 commands left now. So, well, we could either try and get the pin marker off that one, or rally the litter team. Well, I'm not so sure removing the pin marker off that guy bothers me so much, because if he's not under VOF, does it say under VOF? Pin recovery. Remove pin markers from any vehicle or infantry units that are not under VOF. Yeah, he's going to get that. So would that litter team. However, we were wanting to use these commands up to do something with the litter team. Right, I'm going to... yes, you still got the VO... Oh, hold on. Does it say under VOF for the rally? Because if it's free, it says, attempt to remove a pin marker if the recipient's card has any VOF marker on it. Yeah, well, there you go. So that doesn't say that the unit's under a VOF. It says if the card has a VOF on it, you've got to draw for it. So my guess is that's going to be the same for any kind of rally attempt, yeah? Right now we're going to attempt to a litter team to a fire team. If the recipient's card has any VOF marker on it, draw action cards. Yeah, okay. Right, so I'm going to spend one more. He's got 1 left. We're going to attempt to convert the litter team to a fire team. So 2 cards again. Looking for rally. No. Well, he could exhort then with his last command to draw 1 more card to try and do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's spend his last command and exhort it. And there you go. We get a rally. That worked. So that will let our teams turn into a fire team. And now we've got 2 fire teams and 2 assault teams and a fire team now. Okay. Well, I have to say I'm not feeling too comfortable about all that, but well, we've went with it. Right, so now we can come back to the sequence at play, and just to show where we're at, we were in the BNHQ Impulse, and yeah, he did this. He got 6 commands and he expended them on units, and he was able to activate the COHQ. So now we move into the COHQ Impulse. If activated BNHQ, draw an action card and give it the modified number of activated commands. And then we carry on from as we know it. So let me know if I've got any of that wrong. Right, COHQ is veteran. He's been activated by the BNHQ. And he's not undercover. So he's going to get a +1. He's got 2 command saves. So he's got a +1. Yeah, that's right. He's got a +1 on the big number here. Ooh, wow. So 7. The 2 that he already had, he's got 9. Okay, so what can he go and activate? Well, he can activate first platoon, but first platoon's got 9 commands as well. So second platoon, however, has got on one command, so we're definitely activating second platoon. So I'm going to spend one command for the COHQ to activate second platoon. Just need to keep an eye. Remember, I can only spend 6. Now, we could also activate the XO. We cannot activate third platoon because he's under the foxholes. We could activate first platoon, but... well, hang on. He could go up and help out with some of this nonsense too, couldn't he? So there's, yeah, I wouldn't bother activating first platoon. We'll activate the XO maybe? XO's got 6 save commands. Is he a veteran? Yeah, is the thing. I mean, he could save up to 9 grand. If you don't activate him, he's only going to get 1, remember? So maybe. But the other thing is, why not just move the COHQ up and get some more rallying done? Well, what more can you do rally-wise, to be honest, Grant? Well, hold on here. If I want to bring a squad back, which is reconstitute, you always have to draw for that. It requires the originator HQ to carry out in general initiative. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Any HQ staff, 2 to 4 unpinned assault or fire teams. Oh, Andrew mentioned something recently that I seen and I'd forgot about. This doesn't affect their experience. Is it that one that doesn't? Oh, that's annoying me. I think it was just a recent post and I read it and I thought, I forgot about that. You know, when I'm trying to, I think I've done it myself a few times, when I'm trying to put a squad back together, I don't know if it's the supplement or the reconstitute. 6.5.2 is reconstitute. Maybe it'll give me the information there. Hang on a second. Yeah, this is that. So when you reconstitute, and it says here you can do it within the mission. Reconstitution also occurs in between missions, but squads and HQs which have been removed from play may be reconstituted during play according to the rules below, right? We'll go through all the rules. It's pretty straightforward, but the bit I wanted to just grab here was the experience level of the reconstituted unit, however, is based on the experience level of the lats used for reconstitution. So lime for assault teams, green for all others. So this is when it matters, when you're reconstituting. However, if you're supplementing a squad, and supplement is, so there's the 2 actions. There's reconstitute. You have to draw cards for it, whereas the supplement one's automatic. But any HQ staff, 2 to 4 unpinned assault or fire teams, and ideally you want assault team, you want to bring it back at line, really, don't you? And remember, the 2 squads that I've had removed, 1-3 and 2-2, 1-3 was veteran and 2-2 was veteran. I cannot bring them back veteran, but what I don't want to do is bring them back line. Bring them back green. However, I can do that. However, supplement squad, this is the one that doesn't matter, and I've always thought that it maybe did, but I remember Andrew talking about it a while back and I thought I had it registered, but I still don't think I think about it that way. Any good order 2 to 3 step squad and an unpinned fire or assault team, remove the team from play and add the step to the squad. So if the 2 to 3 step squad, well, it's 2 step squads we're going to be using, if it's veteran, right, and you put an unpinned fire team into it and it still stays veteran, I'm pretty sure that's the one. I wonder if I can have a quick look, because I'm sure it was maybe just a question mind you, that might not be the case. It might have been something I was looking at. I just came across it again. Give me a sec, I'll have a quick look. Yes, it was. It was a recent question. I'm not going to go through all the question, but Andrew basically said that the guy got one bit incorrect, and it was this. So when you're supplementing, if you've got 2-step veteran squad and you add a lot to that, the squad is still veteran. However, when you're reconstituting, that's when it takes into account what you put into it. 2 to 4. The 2 to 4. Well, you can either have it line or green. That's the best you're going to get to reconstitute, and obviously you want to do it at a line. But there's nothing there to say, again, like all these fire teams and assault teams, they've not came from a certain platoon. They're not part of first platoon, second platoon, or third platoon. So what I'm trying to say there is that although this stuff, they've got a fire team there, assault team there, assault team there, it's on this card here. Well, to be honest, it might have come from third or second, but I think it came from first up to there. But there's nothing to stop me in saying, right, let's bring 2-2 platoon, let's reconstitute 2-2 platoon and use up these assault teams here. Or, for that matter, 1-3 platoon. I've got them flipped on the other side. 1-3 platoon, I could bring him, I could reconstitute him. So, if I do... Well, it's perfect to do it now because we've got 2 assault teams and a fire team, haven't we? And 2 line assault teams and 1 green fire team makes a 3-step squad line. Yes, indeed. Okay, so where are you at, Grant? You've spent 1 command and done what? Activated 2nd platoon, right? Okay. Yeah, you've got to try and make the most of this though. And the more commands that you get, because I've been shot up quite a bit, so I want to. Then again, we can't go willy-nilly. We're still getting fired into here. Second platoon, yeah. Well, we're activating him. Do we want to activate the XO? We don't want to activate first platoon. I'm definitely deciding on that because they've got 9 save commands. They can go in their initiative. I'm tempted to activate the XO though. Not quite sure why, but because second platoon's going to platoon move up to there. So what's the XO going to do? Well, he could come across and do some of that shenanigans too. There's not going to be much more to do though. He could go up and help out some of that, but that's risky. That's moving into the fire zone. Right, okay, I will. I'll spend 1 more command to the COHQ, so he spent 2, and I'm going to activate the XO. And then I'm going to move the COHQ. I'm going to attempt to infiltrate with him as well. Might as well. So that's me spent 3 commands. I'm down to 6. I can only spend 3 more, remember. We're attempting to infiltrate. He is veteran. So we get a 3-card draw to infiltrate. Yeah, it's, again, not really that relevant in this, is it? No. Yeah, I'm not going to exhort that. So he's marked exposed as well. Right, we're going to have to unpin this though, aren't we? Yeah, because I could bring it back as a two-step squad right now, but that would be green as well because there's a fire team and an assault team. So let's use 1 more command in the COHQ and attempt to unpin this assault team. Now COHQ is veteran, so he's going to get a 3-card draw for rally. Yeah, so let's do that. That's a no. That's a yes. That's a yes as well, which we probably didn't want because we do have to draw for this, don't we, if we're going to do it. So that's a pin marker of that guy as well. So we could bring back a 3-step squad at line. We do need to draw cards for it. With the attempt to reconstitute squad. It's a 2-card draw plus or minus experience. And we can select 2 to 4 unpinned assault or fire teams. And bring them back with a squad with an equal amount of steps that's previously been removed from play. Okay, so do we want the 2-2 squad or the 1-3 squad? I don't know. Well, maybe no. Well, maybe the 2-2 squad. Then we could attempt to infiltrate it across the here, and then it's part of it. Then it's yeah. Yeah, why not do that? Okay, so the COHQ is going to spend one more command. Now he's only going to have one more after this. Because that's him spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So we are going to attempt to reconstitute the 2-2 squad. I'll leave it there just now though, because this could fail. And we get a 2-card plus the veteran of the COHQ again. So 3-card draw for rally. Oh, hang on. Right. All of the stuff that I've just been doing means that these guys have all got to have moved under that cover marker, okay? As some of you probably spotted. Well, apart from that one, to be honest. But this guy moved there to do some work, and he's moved there to do some work. So they're both exposed under that cover marker. And this guy, can we say he's not under the cover then? Is that silly? We should probably put him under the cover as well, shouldn't we? Yeah, this is where it gets a bit tricky to try and work things out. Right, okay, so these are all in the cover. Well, if we put this back as a 3-step squad, we get rid of 3 counters and it turns into 1. So I'm drawing... Yeah, so clearly we went under the cover and moved on to the card so that we could communicate with these pinned units. So 3-card draw to try and reconstitute, looking for rally. So here we go. That's no, yes. We're going to fail there. So we got it, okay. So now we can move that cover marker out of the way and put it there. We can take that 2 assault teams, which are line, 1 fire team, which is green, 2 assault teams and a line are line. So we bring back 2-2 platoon. So I'm going to have to mark that on my sheet. So I'm going to score out the casualty part. However, I'm going to... he's not got a rifle grenade. What'll happen to his rifle grenade? Somebody else take that. Must have done that. Or did they fire it? No, it's not in the thing. Right, so I'm going to score out the veteran and mark him line because he's now back to line. So you can see here, he was veteran at the start of the mission. He's now line. He was a casualty, we brought him back. He's now line. So the good thing of that is if we can use experience at the end of the mission to get him back to veteran. Because, yeah, we can do that, yeah. Okay, so the COHQ could do one more command. I was thinking about... hang on, are we going to have anything left firing on this card? No. Does that matter? No, because I think we're going to capture this anyway. Yeah, I'm going to use the last command for the COHQ. Well, the last one he can use this turn, and that takes him down to 3. He had 9. So he's then Flipped. He's then flipped over with 3 commands saved. And I'm just putting some cubes on things that are still to be activated. Yeah, to attempt to infiltrate across with us. Now, hang on. Yeah, because the VOF's still here, but when this guy moves away, there's not going to be a VOF anymore. None of these guys can fire on that. But I think there's a VOF still on this card while this guy's moving, so I think it's okay. Right. Problem is, if he comes out exposed, that's going to be a bit of a bummer. Right, so attempt to infiltrate across. It is the COHQ that's given this order, so it's going to be a 2 cards plus 1 for being veteran. No, it's not. No, it's not. That was all very well for rallying, Grant, but it's going to be the recipient, isn't it, for moving. Yeah, so he's line. The squad's line, so it's only a 2 card draw for this. And we can't exhort because that's him spending his sack. So here we go, looking for infiltrate. No. Yes! I really wanted that actually because that keeps it clean. And by that I mean that this is now not exposed on this card and we can platoon move with that and take him with us. Okay, good stuff. What have we got? So we've got the COHQ and the regimental battalion commander up here getting involved, and this heavy machine gun. They're all under this cover marker. They're all exposed, and what's going to happen? No, there's no fire. These can't fire because this is exposed. So I want to say that this comes off. I think that's right. I mean, when the exposed marker comes off, this will open up again. But to be honest, before then, oh, no. You know what's going to happen, Grant? Nah, and I was thinking about this at the time. Capturing a paralyzed alone on a card with unpinned infantry units with a VOF rating from the opposing side. So what happens with that if it's only the heavy machine gun team that can do it? I did think about this when I was looking through all this, although I didn't. So maybe I don't want to send that across. I've drawn cards for that though. What do I want to see here about capturing? What does that give you a reference? Rule reference there? No. 3.5.1 in the rule book, but does that give you any more? If I say does not designate one, yeah, 8.15. This is the designating the steps. That's 8.15. We've been here a few times. Prisoners. Consider any paralyzer litter teams captured if there are no other same forces on their card and there are any good order units. So that heavy machine guns, any good order units or unpinned assault or fire teams from the opposite side. If a side does not take prisoner, well, we do. Otherwise, a single step of any unit with a printed VOF can guard any number of capture steps taken on a given card. The guard step is immediately removed from play along with the prisoners. How do we... If a multi-step unit is used to make a guard, I don't know what happens there. If a multi-step unit is used to make a guard, simply reduce it by 1 step. If that leaves only 1 step, with steps removed to be guards are not available for the remainder of the mission. We must be able to do it, because we've got a VOF Rayan. I'm wondering if this flips to its fire team side. I'm not sure. Well, it's this bit I'm trying to work out. And we've done it a few times in the game, but we've not been in this position. Well, I've always had that assault team or a squad. It says otherwise, a single step of any unit with a printed VOF can guard any number of captured steps taken on a given card. The guard step is immediately removed from play along with the prisoners. That seems to suggest that heavy machine gun team is going to get removed, doesn't it? Because it's not a multi-step. If a multi-step unit is used to make a guard, simply reduce the unit by one step. If that leaves only one step remaining, and the unit has no good order one step side, the multi-step unit is used to make a guard, simply reduce the unit by one step. If that leaves only one step remaining and the unit has no good order one step side, the remaining step of a friendly unit can become a fire team or assault team. Why are you having trouble with that, Grant? You've done this before. Yeah, that's like saying if you've got a two-step squad, if you had this and you make a guard, you reduce that by one step. Yeah, and then the remaining step becomes a fire team or an assault team. That's what happened. That's what that means. I think we've done that before. I guess our heavy machine gun's going away then. Which is a bit of a bummer. Well, hang on. You're not finished, Grant. Yeah, you're going to move first platoon up, so panic not. Yeah, I'm kind of jumping the gun there, aren't I? Because these guys are going to move up here. So then we've got a choice of which step we use, if we take it from this or probably take it from that. Because that's not going to happen until the capture segment. So there's a good bit to go before that happens. Right. Right. What are we at? 43 minutes. Right, I'm going to try and get a part wrapped up here. I know it feels like I've not done an awful lot, but an awful lot of grinding the cogs going on, it seems. Right, I'm totally lost to where I am now. So the COHQ has done his thing, and then I started panicking about that. But I think we've stopped being able to fire on that unit. Once these guys come up, we'll be able to continue firing again. So that's fine. So EXO and then second platoon. Right. Okay. Right. Okay, so the COHQ's done his thing. I'm going to activate, we've already activated second platoon, but he's going to draw a card. So this is the main activation still, and then we've got the EXO for that as well. And then the two blue cubes are going to be in initiative activations. So let's do the second platoon HQ first. He is line. He is, isn't he? Yeah, he's the one that's line. He's not undercover, so no modifications to the big number. 3. Okay, not too bad. He only had 1 save though, so he's got 4. So yeah, probably simple enough. We're going to platoon move into the open fields. Right, hang on, where is that bazooka? Is that there? I think it is, yeah. Well, I mean, it's firing on here. So it's going to grenade attack. It's going to grenade attack in there. It can't shift fire and grenade attack in the one impulse, surely. Oh, hang on. Stop, Grant. Stop. This is a rifle grenade that's under the leader as well. So if the leader was to act, well, he's firing there as well. Maybe it's just safer not to go under the cover, though. It looks like there's risks up there. Yeah, it just means the squad's under. Well, you wouldn't be sending it anywhere anyway, would you? Or would you? Well, you know what I can't do? That's one of the things I can't do. Cross that PDF. Pretty sure of that one. I can't send it from there to there while we're firing there. Pretty sure that's a no-no. So I think we're just going to go up here, and then when we're not going to artillery call for fire on that bunker. Think so. Right. So are you going under the cover or not? No. No, I'm feeling like it's a moment where it feels a bit too risky. Because I could get stuck under there and they could shift fire. This could shift fire, this could shift fire, and then I'm still under the cover, and then we're panicking about getting out of the cover, and then they could fire grenades at us. So let's just platoon move up into the open fields, right into the open. Exposed and everything. Right, so he had 4 commands, he's now got 2. I'm going to platoon move these guys up. Well, actually, I can, rather than jump across and pause the camera there, we can do it reasonably quick. It shouldn't be that messy, this one. Yeah, no, that's fine. We're not infiltrating. That's XO, so he's not part of the platoon. And they're all exposed. So they're not went under the cover. So we do have the 3rd squad, the 2nd platoon under that cover marker. So just remember that, Grant. That cost me 2 commands, so I've got 2 left. I think I'm just going to use the 1 and save 1. We're going to call for fire with artillery, forward observer. It's going to cost me 1 action. The artillery is a -5 if it hits. It's a 3-card draw. We do have 1 command left, so I suppose we could potentially oops, making a mess again. Exhort us, I suppose. Now it's 3-card draw. That's all it is, Grant. It's not. Is that right? I think so, yeah. I think it's a good idea as well. Yeah, okay. So call for fire, looking for the burst. There we go, 1. Okay, no trouble to go with it as well. So perfect. So call for fire, we got a pending fire mission coming in. Okay, good. And we'll just save. Yeah, we're just going to save that 2nd platoon's last command. Well, that's a point. Yeah, XO, I'm thinking the XO could go up there under that cover marker. Right, well, XO's next. We've activated him, so he's going to draw a card. He's a veteran, so a +1 to the big number. Gets a 2, plus the 1 is 3. So that takes him up to 9. And he could save up to 9. Yeah, there's no need to worry about this now. 1st platoon's going to come up and hopefully take care of that. We can't really push onto this card because, well, we're going to stop the fire from here right enough, but this is still firing. Yeah, we want to get that guy spotted. Yes, of course you do. That's what you want to do. You want this guy spotted, Grant. Okay, well, the XO is the man for the job then. That doesn't mean he's not going to be able to go under the cover though, eh? Well, if he feels like the 3-2 platoon could do it. Is he veteran? No. He's wine. But the Exo can have a shot himself as well. See if I platoon move, this guy's undercover. No, because he's not in communication, is he? Yeah, that doesn't work. He does actually stay under the cover. The Exo goes under the cover, then the COHQ will not be able to activate him. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna give the Exo a command to move under the cover here, beside the 3-2 squad. So the Exo is going to be exposed. The squad is not, but they are both under the cover marker. I'm then going to give. Well, why doesn't the Exo just do it himself? Because he is veteran. Well, what's the spotting? We need to see the spotting chart again, don't we? Right, I'm not going to show you this again. I've looked at it a few times. So the recipient, let's just say the Exo's doing it himself. He is veteran, so a +1. Is it a higher elevation? No. And we're talking about trying to spot this guy. We've got him in line of sight. We can spot him. And the fact that this PDF is going there, that's nothing to do with it. We can still spot. We can still look and find something. Right? Is his cover and concealment +3 or +0? No, it's +2. Is the target undercover? Yes. Is it a sniper or FO? No. Is it veteran? Yes. So that's -2 up to now. Is it on the same card? No. Is it exposed? No. Is it producing a VOF rating at A or H? No, it's not. Is it? It's an S. It's just small arms, isn't it? So we would be getting a +1 and they're giving us a -2. So that's rubbish. So that'd be 3 minus. Yeah, it's just a 1 card draw for it. Nah. And look what's on the top of the discard pile. A crosshairs. Well, yeah, I can move out under the cover. I can still move out. Well, let's try it. Well, I mean, the squad's going to be line as well, so it's going to be a minimum card draw at 1 for the squad and the Exo. So let's attempt to spot with the Exo. Yeah, so a 1 card draw looking for crosshairs. No, right. So let's give another command. So he spent 3 to have that squad that's under the cover go and try and spot. So again, it's a 1 card draw looking for crosshairs. Damn. That's a no as well. So now what he could do is could come out of the cover, but what I was going to do was move the squad out of the cover. Give the squad an order to come out of the cover. I think I'm going to do, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to order the squad to come out of the cover. So now he's exposed. He's basically along beside his buddies and exposed. Yeah, I'd prefer to place them. Well, it doesn't really matter. I like to keep the squads together though. Right, he's in there like that. They're all exposed. Right, I've spent 1, 2, 3, 4. I can still spend another 2 commands. So I think now the Exo is going to come out of the cover. Not quite sure if this is daft or not. And we can still do that. Even though I'm exposed, I'm just moving within the card. So he's going to come out of the cover too now as well. Nobody's under that cover. He's all exposed as well. And for his last 3, 4, 5, he can spend one more, and then he's got to save the last 3 because he had 9. He can only spend 6. He's going to give somebody else an attempt to spot. Doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter, does it? Because we've already said that a veteran's going to get a minus. They're going to get a -2 anyway. Yeah. So I'm going to give, I don't know, 1-2 platoon a spotting attempt on this card. So we can just 1 card draw, looking for crosshairs. Hey, we got it. Cool. Okay. So now that guy is spotted. Is there anything that's going to happen? Yeah, no, because we're firing there and they're firing there. So although this is spotted, these guys are firing there. There's nothing that's going to automatically open up on that. We need to order a shift fire, which yeah, well, I can't. The COXO cannot do anything else. He spent all his commands. Just wondering there if a shift fire would be a good idea for them. Maybe. Because we've got the pendant fire mission on there, so maybe. Okay. Right. Well, I'm at 56 minutes there, and I've still got first platoon and third platoon to activate with initiative. So I'm going to just take a break there. I think I should. And I think that will encourage me to come back for another part, actually. So I'll mark, well, I don't need to mark in, and I've got the blue cubes there. Well, no, you should really still. So I'll mark my phase at the initiative segment and the platoon HQ impulse of the initiative segment. Okay. So I'll do that, and I'll save this part, and I'll go and get something to eat and hopefully get back for another part before the end of the night. Okay, I'll be back soon. Cheers.